Are you dating and feel frustrated and disappointed you haven't found the right man? You are not alone. I am going to share with you the 3 things I discovered I was doing in my own dating life where I kept sabotaging myself. I am Argentina Leiva, and for the last 13 years, I've been helping women feel confident and sexy so that they can attract the right men into their lives and have the relationship they deserve. And in this video, I am going to tell you the 3 things that probably you're doing and that I was doing and how I changed things around to a very different story. So let's get started. Well, first of all, I spent 20 years of my life being in the wrong relationships and the wrong marriages. And suddenly I found myself in my 40s feeling completely lost. Like I couldn't understand what had happened. How did I find myself there? Well, when I started my own personal journey of self-discovery, this is the 3 things that I discovered I was doing. Number 1, every time I was in the dating scene, I was hoping that men could see my beauty, that I was looking for them to like me. That's number 1. Number 2, I was feeling that I was not complete unless I had a man in my life, unless I was in a relationship. I felt alone and I was not feeling that I was enough on my own. And those 2 things made me act desperate, in relationships. And that is the biggest scare, for men, desperate women. So I was acting desperate. And that desperation took me to the 3rd thing, which was I was letting just any man come into my life. I was so desperate of having the one and being married that just pretty much anyone could come into my life. And that's why I ended up, in the wrong relationships. So how did I change things around and how I've been helping a lot of women do the same? Well, the first thing that you must do, you find yourself in the same position. The very number 1 thing you have to do, you have to fall in love with yourself first. Undeniably, deeply in love with yourself, with your body. Reconnect with your sexuality, with your sensuality so that you can feel beautiful and confident in your own body. Number 2, you need to see your own worthiness and feel and see that you are enough, that you don't need a man or a relationship to justify your worthiness. You're good enough just on your own. And number 3, you have to close the door. You have to let men come into the door and knock on the door and pursue you. And you have to take the time to screen them and see if they are actually who you want. So that's it for today. I hope my personal experience, what I found about myself and how I turned my dating life around can help you